this day, I still cringe whenever I hear Beyonce's rendition of Who Runs the World. That song marks the time that my high school's reputation changed from an all-girls school to the high school with the stage collapse. My high school was an interesting experience, but I think that the stage collapse and what happened after that was really what helped me discover what I had there. Rosary Academy was not a normal school. It was an all-girls college preparatory school with about 500 girls overall. It's not really what you would picture, with the nuns with rulers and wearing blazers and all that. It was very fun, but still academically driven. And so our huge thing was pushing sisterhood. We're all a family and staying together so we can drink and sing and tall. And it was really pushed on us, and so ways that they would try to do that was through their very unique traditions. And our biggest one was called Red and Gold. Red and Gold was something that, so the school splits up into two teams, the red team and the gold team. And you each put on a show that's completely student run, and we're given a budget, and you make the costumes, you perform, you direct, choreograph, write the script, everything. And we even changed our class schedule for 6 weeks just so that we can have practice time during the day. It's very, very intense. Girls get really into it because it's competition. And one of the biggest things that people love about it is the finale. Each team has one, and you pick any random song that's appropriate and is very exciting and lively, and you place it at the end of your show, and everyone on the team, which is half the school, so about 250 girls, running on stage and dancing and singing along and going crazy, and you're decked out in that color, and usually you'll incorporate your song with your color. So, for example, Who Runs the World for girls, you'd say Who Runs the World Gold. So, my sophomore year, I pretty much had everything under my belt. I understood how it all worked, and I was actually selected to be the gold team's director. So I put that show together, and for our finale, we chose Who Runs the World by Beyonce. So every year we are told not to jump on the orchestra pit. I do theater. I know why you don't jump on the orchestra pit. Because it's hollow and removable. Or an orchestra. The other girls in my high school can't really understand that concept. So it happens every year, and everyone's always jumping and dancing around on top of the orchestra pit. But it's never really, they give the directions every time you start Red and Gold, but it's never really followed through. And my sophomore year, it was our 44th year doing Red and Gold, so I figured, I trust them, nothing's happened yet, we're probably fine. Wrong. I was in the middle of finale my sophomore year, and we're playing Who Runs the World, and everyone's doing the pony for the very last time, and all you hear is Who Runs the World, Gold, crash. All the girls in the front on the orchestra pit fell through. And everyone is standing there on stage in the audience, standing there in shock, and my first thought is, do I keep going? Yeah, because girls fell 9 feet and the show must go on. Once I came to the realization, oh, maybe not. The music stopped.
Wonder why.
I'm gonna stop dancing. And I was actually in the front on the orchestra pit as well, but I was on the far end on stage left. So my platform just tilted in like this. So there's about 8 girls all piled high, and we're slanting, looking at all these girls in the floor. There are other girls who are coming on from the stable stage, stepping onto my platform, trying to look down and see what's there. And I don't want to fall in, so I'm like, move! And so they finally get off, and then so once we all get off, the platform falls. So we're, okay, so I was very lucky for that. And so it was all just a very big frenzy, and there are dads coming in from the audience, jumping into the pit because they want to help the girls, but it kind of just made things worse. It was adding 5 or 7 grown men landing on top of these girls who were already in the pit, and they couldn't get them out, so it was really not doing anything. And then, so the gold team was sent to the gym where red team was waiting, and they had at least 5 girls come up to me and say, "Who died?" Nobody. No one's injured. Just everyone needs to relax. We put a whole new meaning to teenage girls going through the stage. So,
oh, cha-ching.
Things definitely could have been a lot worse. The biggest injury we had was a fractured pelvis.
Hmm.
It was definitely one of the weirdest nights of my life. Like, I was hugging girls who I'd never even seen before, and I couldn't even take myself seriously because I was wearing a gold glitter tutu and tights and a tiara, and I had caution tape wrapped around my leg and my arm, and I had gold face paint, but girls were crying, and it was just ridiculous. So for the next 2 weeks at school, we got a golf cart to transfer from injured girls from the bottom to the top floor to get to class. And we offered therapy sessions, but it wasn't really necessary. We were all fine. We just wanted to know who the winner was because they never announced that. Because ambulance came and whatnot, so kind of got lost. But we were all really proud of what he had done, and we thought we deserved it. We embodied the sisterhood and we came together, and the show was technically over by then. And so that kind of bit us in the butt because when they finally made the announcement a couple weeks later, they said, because you all came together as community and sisters, we're all winners. To this day, every single student is livid about those results. We're all living together, so it's more bonding. The point is, I got more than just good stage puns out of this. I deepened some relationships, and I realized the community that I was surrounded by. So yes, my school has very crazy traditions, and yes, we may have fallen through a stage, and yes, we may have been cheated out of fair results on competition. But that's okay, because we got some great stories and an even better community to share it with, which I think is the most important part. Because as Helen Keller once said, alone we can't do much, but together we can do a lot.